everyone's having a good morning. I hope you guys are excited for Turkey Day. Long break. Alright, so I'm just going to explain what white-collar crime is. It encompasses nonviolent economic criminal activity occurring in the course of professional employment and includes violation of regulatory statutes of the Security Exchange Act and Sherman Antitrust Act, as well as such crimes such as fraud, theft, and embezzlement. Dictionary of, American History. Now, sociologist Edwin Sutherland defined the offender, the white-collar criminals, as having a high social status in his definition. His sociological approach identified the criminal behaviors of what members described as upper economic social class, arguing that they need to be held accountable of the crimes they have committed. Prodger explained that it is apparent that prior to the coining term of white-collar crime, wealth and power allowed some persons to escape criminal liability. Now, these individuals must have a higher education or expertise of a particular level of expertise of to commit criminal crimes such as trading, embezzlement, fraud, money laundering. Trust for these occupations because the criminals must undermine and manipulate their victim. A trusted criminal is perhaps the most dangerous since they know who to target first. Their crime benefits the investor, the company, business, or personnel. And who could they be? They could be from a banker to a lawyer. And you're probably asking why. It started off like with the bribery, like I took a client of yours, like you helped me out one time. Then when I'm in like deep trouble, I would ask the same person for help, and they're gonna be like, I don't know. Then they're gonna start blackmailing this individual and saying like, well, I already helped you with this, so like, now you gotta help me. And it starts going to like a longer extent, and it happens throughout all the businesses, doctorals, hospitals, everywhere. Now, public bribery law forces on 18 United States Code Section 201. The law prohibits federal officials from taking and private parties from giving bribes and gratitudes. Yet these laws also hereby largely dodged by defining the term corruptly in any explicit and substance sense, declining to identify the differential actors, mens rea, criminal intent. Elements of these laws that could serve indirect instruments of capturing supposed degrees of corruption. Now, sentencing for white-collar workers needs to be reassessed. They have this framework where they look at how much money you steal, and you can probably get maximum of 25 years plus of imprisonment with a minimum of a year. And these judges just kind of go off of what you stole. And they don't really look at who they stole from and what happens to these families or individuals that their monies get stolen. So, however, this framework fails to acknowledge the unique characteristics of white-collar criminals, fails to take into account perspectives of both the performers and the subjects of these guilty parties, to harsh sentences that in some cases exceed their life expectancy. In essence, government's numerical calculations to find the basis of punishment fail to acknowledge the societal causes of white-collar crime. Now this is just like families, there was a story where this woman, she was an accountant for the disabled adults, where like all these funds are supposed to be given to these disabled adults, and they're supposed to like live off this money, it's like can't be like working people. So this woman, she calculates everything in the right data, saying that like these funds are going to these individuals when it's not. She's pocketing them. She bought a new car, new house, and they caught her in the end. But just think about all of the families, the people that struggle to get those funds, but still not able to get the funds. And what can be done to stop this is accountability. Accountability due to policy to each department, which may include bottom to top. Climbing the chain of command means the necessary steps needed to bring attention to the issues, violations, or crimes taking place, because the top doesn't always know what's happening or are left with more questions than answers at the end and are not made aware. Thank you.